Friend, are you ever reading a book, but after you stop reading, you don't remember what you read? Maybe you remember something, but you don't remember everything. There was some key points that you really want to remember, but you forgot them, or maybe you weren't as focused, or maybe you were reading and your mind faded away. Yeah, this shit can happen. It used to happen to me too, and I was annoyed by it as fuck. First of all, you're not being focused. Your focus fades away. This happens to many people that are actually watching TikTok on daily kind of have this, that their mind keeps on fading away when you read. Can you find out why? Exactly, because their fucking focus is fucked because of the scrolling. Oh, this content. Oh, a dog. Oh, now a world war. Oh, this is roses. Oh, this is learning. Bro, you keep on switching topics. No fucking shit. Your mind keeps on fading away. You gotta be focused. That's why people like me and every fucking one on self-improvement meditate. To keep our brains focused. You're focused on what the fuck you're doing. You're focused when you're outside. You're focused when you're with your girl. You're focused when you're doing business work. You're focused when you're doing self-improvement habits. You're focused when you're reading. That's why you remember what the fuck you read. You read a sentence and in your head you imagine what the fuck you just read. And then you read another sentence and you keep on remembering what you read. It's not that you read this sentence, oh, and then he went to the dog park, and and what if there was people there, and those people maybe attacked him, and his dog ran away, and no, bro, you're fucking reading, you're focused on reading. Your mind doesn't fade away and make some fucking new stories. I mean, it's not bad, it's actually pretty good because you have a nice imagination, that's true, but if you're trying to be focused, and do the fucking work, and do the task, and remember what you read, you gotta be focused. Listen, it's not, if you have a good focus, that doesn't mean you cannot think of this, right? You can still think of, oh, the dog went to the park and then attacked those people and all this shit, even though that's not written. You can still think of this. You still have a good imagination. It's just that you decide when you use that imagination and you decide when you're focused. That's why you meditate. So meditate, or maybe do sparring, or maybe do whatever the fuck. Just train your focus. Start small, grow big. Start like 3 minutes, end up at 10 minutes in a month or two. But just start meditating. That's the first thing. That's how you stay focused and remember more things. And now the second thing. You maybe don't get yourself to read. And it's simple because, well, why? Maybe you don't find it fun. Maybe you have a wrong book. Then get a new book that's gonna be fun. Or maybe you just don't feel like you wanna do it, right? But you just don't feel like enough motivation or some shit, right? And here's some simple steps. First of all, force your mother fucking self to do it. Force yourself. Simple. That is one step. That is a very basic step, right? But the second thing is, you can kind of trick your brain into doing this, right? So here's a simple psychological trick. After you read a book, you reward yourself. You say, if I'm gonna read this book for, I don't know, 5, 10, 30 minutes, or maybe if I'm gonna read 2-4 pages today, right? Then I'm gonna allow myself to, I don't know, drink this coffee, or eat a chocolate bar, or go out with the friends after this. Do something. I mean, don't do degen shit, right? Don't do like, oh, I can do drugs and alcohol and all this shit if I do this. That's gonna be stupid. That's gonna be degrading as fuck. And you're trying to improve. No, it's fucking degraded. It's not like, oh, I was like this, and I'm gonna do a bit up, and then I'm gonna reward myself to go more down. What the fuck is the logic, bro? There's no logic here. Anyway, so what you want to do is create a nice environment. And maybe reward yourself after, so you trick your brain to doing it. But I don't do this very often because I do the shit I want to do even though I don't feel like doing it. And it's very simple, you just do it, you just go and do it. I don't give a fuck what my brain is telling me, fuck you, I'm doing it. Anyway, so what you want to do is create a nice environment, for example your room. And you go in your room and you turn on maybe a bit more orange type of a light, right? Maybe you buy some RGB or whatever the fuck. Or maybe you close your window, put whatever the fuck, however the fuck you want it. So you feel comfortable and nice in that environment, right? That's a good tip. That's a good tip for journaling too. Or maybe you have a cup of coffee next to you, and so you go there and you start reading. And it's a nice, comfortable environment. It's not cold. It's not too hot. It looks nice. It's comfortable. I'm like in my bed or in my couch, and I have my coffee here, and I'm reading the book, and I'm maybe drinking a bit, and I'm thinking, or maybe I have a notebook, and it's nice. And every fucking time you go read, you have exactly the same setup of the room, or maybe almost exactly the same, but similar, right? You have this coffee, you have this nice comfortable thing, you have your everything, right? And so your body's gonna get used to that, and it's gonna be comfortable in that situation, and it's not gonna be hard for you to go read. It's a simple way to trick your mind. However, bro, you gotta improve your mental health, because if you have a good mental health, it's not gonna be hard for you to go to read. I added on my mental health checklist reading a book, and even if you read it for like one page, half a page for every fucking day, that's still a check. So you know, stay hard, be smart, and one thing, fucking hell, embrace the pain. Ciao.